Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, February 11th, 2014. It's 5 p.m. This is a meeting of the Recreation and Parks Committee of the Troy City Council. My name is Doug Tremblay. To my right is Robin Oda. Mr. Heath is not able to make it today. We're here today to provide a recommendation concerning the abandoning of a small portion of land in Troy in the park system. Mr. Titterington, can you lead us in the discussion?
Thank you, Mr. Tremblay. You have a report in front of you. The Board of Park Commissioners was approached by a gentleman who lives at 224 Penn Road, which is backs up to Haywood Park. That gentleman resides there and asked if there was a portion of in-lot 3011, which is part of Haywood Park, could be declared surplus and sold to him so that he could enhance his backyard landscaping that he does to dress up his property as well as the area. The park board recommended that it be declared surplus. However, the law director then did some research on the deed and found that in 1948 that property was deeded to us by the Troy Schools Board of Education, excuse me. And as part of the deed, there's a reverter that goes back to the Board of Education if, in fact, we no longer have need of the property and don't want it anymore. So rather than declaring the property surplus, which then would trigger a process where we would bid it out, and this gentleman could bid on it. In fact, we are asking that you declare it as abandoned, and then it would revert back to the Board of Education, and then it's up to the Board of Education if they want to submit it for bids, advertise it for bids to allow Mr. Wilson to bid on it. Our contacts at the Board of Education indicate that they would in fact do follow their process because they don't have any need for that portion either. Do not believe that this requires emergency legislation. I'm getting a head shake, so we are not requesting emergency.
Thank you. Robin, do you have any questions?
Not yet.
Okay. In the drawing of the area in question, the blue area is the only part of the parcel that he was interested in, not the, which is, it says it's 3285 square feet, not the entire red
That's our
portion.
understanding. Yes, that's the 3,285 feet. That's correct.
And of course, in the information we received today, it called it 3,270 feet.
3,270, so
maybe that
it's-
included
yeah,
the
that's an
other one
approximate.
includes the sidewalk or something.
That's probably true, yes.
Okay. The park board, of course, they were ready to approve it until they found out they can't necessarily do that. The park department, did they have an opinion? Were they going to have an easement from Penn Road onto this park?
No, they weighed in on it to the park board and were fine with
Okay.
declaring it surplus or abandoning it.
Yeah, because it looks like there would be, I can't see how many feet that is, 76 feet or something, that they could, people, the neighborhood residents can access the park from Penn Road through there. We may have to put a sign there that this is the public access to Haywood Field, or Haywood Park.
I'm not that familiar with the entrance, and I just learned this. So I'm not sure where the official entrance to the park is. I know we wouldn't want to create another access point if it's not already established, but I will pass that on to the park superintendent.
Yeah, first things first, I guess. And of course, the Board of Education, when they get this, they have said they would be glad to put it up, whatever they call it, excess for bidding.
That's what they indicated.
I mean, there's nothing set in stone, but that is their
That's correct.
wish. Do you have any questions, Robin?
So is the red outlined area the cities at this point in the pictures? Is that the part that belongs?
Yes, yes.
So has it been the city's responsibility to mow just that part? Really?
As part of the park,
So we take care of the whole rest of the park
yes.
behind that we're.
That's correct.
Okay. Does the gentleman who wants it have any issues with it going back to the park board at this point?
The Board of Education?
Board of Education, yeah.
Not that we're aware of, no. He understands that that this is the process. We have spoken to him, or staff has spoken to him.
I have no further questions.
I have no further questions. Mr. Phillips?
Just a couple, thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Titterington, the process for abandoning the property to go back to the school, how lengthy is that?
I don't think it's that lengthy. I think it just includes legislation. There's no, it's not like vacating an alley, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I was wondering why the abandonment versus the vacation. Of course, if it would be a simple letter exchange between the BOE and us, or with a
It would
legislative
require
act.
legislation,
Yeah,
but that's
okay.
it.
Okay,
That was the word Mr. Livingston said to use.
okay, very good. That's all I had, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor? Auditor Sickle? No questions? Do you have any?
I'm ready to move forward with it.
Yeah, we are both agreed to move forward with this with a non-emergency not being necessary.
Good.
So we're good with that. So if there's anything else to come before the committee,
There's not.
we are adjourned. Thank you.